and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying some new makeup out and see how it does and just talk, and I don't know, I guess we're just going to do makeup and stuff. But I was down Walmart and I seen they had, well, first of all, here's what I'm most excited about, is they had, you know how you guys probably know I love the L'Oreal Pro Mats. I've got all kinds of them. They came out with some new ones. I seen these and I was like, the lids are different and everything, and it's like new colors, and I was like very excited. And they are macarons, and they smell like macarons. So they're just like the chocolate ones, which I believe I did get another chocolate one. Yeah. So I ended up picking up like these three and this one, because these things, you put them on, you're all day, you've got your lipstick on, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about touching it up when you eat, when you drink, or anything. So I picked up the colors 822. It is milk caramel. Ooh, that's so pretty. And they just smell so good. And then I picked up 820. Such a long word, and so the print's a little smaller. I don't know, I can't make this one out. It's like three different things, and it's like this really pretty pink. And I thought these was great summer colors. And I also picked up number 824. I don't know. It's just another pink, just lighter, and just like a whole different thing. Okay. So I got these three pinks, and then I got 822 New Caramel. Oh no, New Caramel. We got that one. Okay. So then, here's the one I didn't see. Okay, I wish they'd printed it like this, because I can see that. Like this one, the print is very hard to see on it. Like, totally different. So this one is the 842. It is called Candyman. Okay, so I got these four. And then I also picked up the Super Stay by Maybelline Ink Crown. And it's supposed to last for so long. Now, I'm normally not crazy about crayons. I don't really use them a lot. But I really like this color. It's right here. And it is the color... Oh. Hey guys, it's got a sharpener in there. I just noticed that. So, we did get a sharpener, but what is the color? Enjoy the View number 20. So I like that, and I didn't even know it had a sharpener in there. I wouldn't have thought. Okay. So, the other thing I got was the NYX Ultimate Edit palette, and I got the one called Phoenix. I thought these was going to be fun colors to work with, and I can see myself wearing these colors. So, let's go ahead and pop this open. So, here, let's go ahead and just swatch them. Especially that one feels like really creamy. So, here's the first one, the second one, the third one. So, here's the red color. there they are. And the last thing I picked up was something crazy. I was needing a new beauty blender. I didn't even get one. I was just going to grab one of the Real Technicians. But so I just grabbed one, and I was like, oh, they got pink now. And that was it, and walked off. And so this is not it's not the regular Real Technician sponge. This is the Real Technicians by Sam and Nick. It is a Miracle Finish Sponge. Natural Rosy Glow. So here I thought I was getting something to put foundation on with. And no, and you can use this one wet or damp. So this little guy is really made for blush. The Miracle Finish Sponge is perfect for a natural looking airbrush application of blush. Dampen sponge or apply blush in a stripling or bouncy motion for a rosy glow. Now, if I was going to use my powders, I would have to use it dry because I wouldn't want to ruin my powder, especially if it was one of my favorites. But if I was using a cream blush, I wouldn't care to dampen it because it will probably just pop being damp. So, that is kind of cool and neat that they actually made one of these for a blush. But you know what they should make one for? Highlighter. I love using my beauty blender to put my highlight on with. Because it really just makes it, when I do that, which most of the time I don't, but when you do it, it makes it stand out. So, neat ideal if they can make us one for our highlights. I mean, but, okay, so this, let me see. I just had my beauty blender. But, I mean, it really looks pretty much about the same as the regular ones. I do have the, I just like cleaned all my sponges and like laid them up. And I had my vanity looking like so good. And not today. But so here's my Real Technician one. I try to, but you see, pretty much they look the same. But mine's got two. Like this one, now my beauty blender's holding up pretty good. But this one, I don't know, even like when it's wet, you can like squeeze it, like, and it feels funny. I don't like it. But we're going to try this blush one out. And I figured we would just make a look with this new makeup and see what we come up with. And I'm also going to try the Trestique mascara with the little curler. Also got a brow pencil. It's the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil. And I probably got like taupe. Yep, I got taupe. So that's about all I got. That's the first time I had seen this one down there. So I just grabbed it because I wanted to try some new makeup. You know, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but me, I want to be wild when it comes to makeup. And it just seems like anymore, I've went through so much makeup that I'm not being wild by anything. I done some makeup the other night, and even though it looked good and everything, it was just that when I was done, I was talking to someone, I was like, you know, I just want to be wild. I want something to like blow my mind. I want something good. Maybe one day. Okay, so I guess we will start with our eyes. So, let me tell you guys a story about what happened when I went and bought this makeup. And I know I shouldn't tell it, but I'm going to. So, I went to Walmart. I had to go grocery shopping. I had no plans on buying makeup that day, but I always look because you never know what's coming new and, you know, you might want. So, first thing I done is I got my makeup, and I was pretty much there to go grocery shopping. So here I am, I'm grocery shopping, and when I grocery shop, I get a lot at one time, and I buggy's overflowing, so I have to use the bottom of the buggy and put stuff. So I'm sick. That's like when I've got an upper respiratory infection. That's like when it was hitting me the worst. I'm in there and I'm having a panic attack. I do that. I don't know why. I didn't used to be like this, but now when I'm out in public and I get around like a lot of people and they're like right up next to me, I have panic attacks. I wish I didn't, but I do. And so I'm getting ready to go check out, and my buggy is like overflowing. And I'm like, so I go out there and I start like doing the self-checkout line, and because that's pretty much about almost everything you can do anymore. And I didn't want to stay in line and wait. So here I am. I'm starting to get my stuff out of the buggy. I had 2 like big 40 packs of water. I seen there was something under the water. I guess when I set it down, a little package of, I forget what it was, went under. So I have to get the product out. So I have to pick the first one up, and I laid it like pretty much on the buggy and on the register at the same time. I'm going to start with this color right here as a transition color. Let me see, I think. Yeah. Okay, so then I get whatever it was. I can't remember what it was, but I got it out. And so here I am. I'm like pouring the sweat. I thought I was running a temperature, but I don't know. I think it's just me having a panic attack. So I'm going through, I got so much stuff that, so like, I used the gun, I wrung the water up, and something else big I got, I forget what it was. Then, you know, I'm wringing my stuff up, and then I'm like bagging it up, and then I'm putting it back in the buggy. Like, when I get my buggy finally empty, I start putting my groceries in, because I had to like wring so much of the groceries up. And so I'm done, and I paid for my stuff. It was like it was $198 and something. Okay, so me and my big load of groceries and other stuff. So my husband's outside waiting on me. I get up front, and the guy stops me and he says, we're Walmart security. We're doing, since we don't have door closers no more, we're doing random checks. I was like, okay, here's my receipt. I'm in a hurry. I want to go. Because my kids are actually not with me. They're waiting on me. And they didn't want to go. And so I'll give him my receipt. I mean, it was like this. Soon, I was like, here's my receipt. And soon as he got it, he's like, ma'am, do you plan on paying for that water? I was like, oh my God. I looked down, and I was like, yes, I didn't mean to pay for that, or it was pop. Do you plan on paying for that pop? He's like, ma'am, do you plan on paying for that pop? I was like, yes, I did plan on paying for it. I was like so embarrassed. And he's like, I need you to come with me right now. And I was like, I'm freaking out. And I don't know, I'm thinking I'm going to jail because I'm stealing pop. And, which I would not steal pop. So I tried to tell him, I was like, can I please go pay for this right now? And I had my debit card in my hand. I hadn't put my receipt or my debit card up yet. So he had my receipt. I don't know where I laid my debit card at that time. And so they make me go in this like little room. Okay. So they make me go into like this little room. Like when you're walking out, there's a door in between the 2 doors. And so I have to go in there. And there's like people walking by me. I don't even pay attention who it is or anything like that. And, and so I guess this guy that my husband's cousin walks through, and he turns around and he goes back out, and he, well, he was leaving or something, but he asked my husband, he's like, so how are you doing? And my husband's like, oh, I'm good. He's like, oh, how's your wife? And my husband says, well, she's good. He said, I'm just out here waiting on her. He's like, are you sure she's doing all right? And he's like, well, 5 minutes ago she was all right. And so he starts in, and he comes in there, and he's like, he sees me because, you know, it's right there, like when you come in the door. And it was so embarrassing. And I'm thinking I'm not to cry because I'm thinking I'm going to jail. I don't want to go to jail. And he's trying to ask me what's going on, and I forgot the pop, and there was like, it was 2 cases of pop, because my boogie was like overflowing so bad. I had a tackle box, a thing of Hot Pockets, the big boxes, and like 2 fishing nets that I got, one for my kids. And so we're in there, and the guy's like, here's the funny thing, he's like, we need to do a total of your of everything you got. I was like, okay. And so the color I used right then was this orange right here to darken up the crease a little bit. So he's keeps telling me that, so he told me, or not keep telling me, so he told me that he needed to get a total on my stuff. And so, like any normal person would think, and I asked him, I said, so you need a total of everything? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And I was thinking, I don't know why we have to total everything up. But then I start taking bags out. He's like, oh, no. I was like, why? That's why. I said, well, I asked you if you needed to total everything up. He's like, no, we just need what's under the buggy. And so they bring another buggy in, and I'm going to use this red right here. So they get my items, which was, like I said, 2 cases of pop, a tackle box, and 2 fishing nets, and one of them like 10-12 packs of Hot Pockets. And so he's like, and I even told him about picking the water up and pulling stuff out, and trying to explain to him. I was like, because here, I don't want to go to jail because I've got kids, and I just don't want to go. And so he's like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. He's like, we was watching you pretty much the whole time that you was checking out. He's like, what we're watching for, he's like, since we don't have door people or door greeters, I think that's what they're called. And he's like, Walmart's borrowed all them, so we don't have them. And so we're just like randomly checking people and watching them. And he's like, we noticed you did scan every single item you had. Only thing that wasn't scanned was what was under your buggy. You didn't. He said, we're really looking for people skipping items. He's like, because a lot of people is going through their line and like ringing up an item, then skipping a couple items, ringing another item up, but bagging it like they was going to pay for it, even though it never got rung up. And he's like, truthfully, he's like, if it's over, he's like, that's what we're really looking for. And he's like, the only problem was, he's like, you forgot the stuff under your buggy. And he said, and truthfully, it can happen. And he's like, so, he's like, I believe you, because he's like, we watched you the whole time. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. But my husband was like freaking dead out. Then I was all right after he told me, nothing was going to happen. That it was just that. But then he started in that if it was over like $25, he said, we will have to do something, but he didn't tell me what it was. And I told him, I was like, automatically, I said, I know it's over $25 because the pops are $6. So I knew the pops were like $6.98 a piece, and I remembered the prices on everything. The Hot Pockets were $9.98. The tackle box was $14.98, and the fishing nets, one of them was like $4.44, and the other one was like $6, around 6.4. It was $6.48 for the other one. So I knew the price, and I said, well, it's going to be over $25 because I named all the prices off because I was like I knew I had like $250 is what I said I was giving myself to spend today, and I was like, so I made sure I didn't go over budget. But all I had to do was fill out a piece of paper after they scared me to death, and thank God that's all I had to do. So I'm just saying, if you go to Walmart, make sure that you are checking under your basket, because it's embarrassing. And I figured by the time I got home that my mom, I didn't really want to use this primer, but I'm going to be using the Nyx primer, the pearl color one. I wanted the skin colored one, but I don't know what I've done with it, so we're just going to use this one. And I'm just going to cut well, I don't like using this one because it's got like chunks of glitter in it, and you can see it when you're, even if you don't have like glitter in your eyeshadow. So I figured by the time I got home, since, you know, we did see people we knew, I figured my mom would have been called and said that I was in jail for shoplifting. But thank God no one, that out of everybody we seen, nobody that seen me called and told her that, because it would have freaked her out. So I'm using that yellow right there, just all over the lid. Okay, so we got that on. I like it. I don't know, I've been doing a lot of, like, just around the house and stuff, I'm doing a lot of red and oranges. I really like that purple, and it did, like, it done that good, so I don't know. Purples are funny colors. Okay, so next thing. But if you have ever caught shoplifting at Walmart, you are not allowed to ever enter another Walmart again. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. Like, never go back to Walmart. But that didn't happen to me. Okay. Let me do my other brows real fast, and I'll be right back. That done such a really good job. It's got such a fine tip that it is, like, very easy to work with. And I'm not really crazy about the ones that, like, square up. I don't like them. But let me get my other brow on and throw some eyeliner on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I've got my mascara on. I used a Maybelline, the Scandalous one, or not Maybelline, Milani. I hadn't used it since I done that video when I first got it. I laid it down, lost it, it got under the vanity, and I finally found it. And then I used my L'Oreal Infallible on my bottom lash line. Okay, I did go ahead and put mascara on this eye. I'm really, like, forming an opinion. You got to be careful with this, because you can, and you're gonna have to do, I done mine like 3 times, or like went through 3 times on this one, but it's like not like your regular ones. You gotta watch and not, like, squeeze your eyes lid. So I think it done good. It's just so easy to think you're not touching your eyelid. Okay. That's pretty cool, because a lot of times I forget to curl my eyelashes just because my curler's laying over there and I'll just forget. So that will remind you. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I'm going to wait until I do the other eye. And this is like a big tube of mascara. It's big, it's bulky. It's not something I would want to throw in my purse and carry. But at the same time, it would be a really great thing to travel with because it does have the curler, and that's one less thing you have to take. So I just thought of that. I think it's a little clumpy. I don't know. I have tried so many mascaras and still have not found one that I absolutely love. Ooh, that's alright. I'll get that in a minute. I actually shouldn't have touched it. I should have let it dry, then I should have scraped it off. No, this side actually went on different than what this side did. The other side, ooh, I messed it up. So this side went on like a lot thicker. This side over here did not do that. Okay, so we got that on. I don't know how I feel about it. I see some clumping. I did touch right here, and then I blinked, and I'll take a Q-tip and get that off. So our next thing, I don't know. I want some lipstick. I'm gonna like go different today. I'm gonna do the pink. Normally, I don't do like a whole lot of pinks, but I really like that pink color right there. And maybe we all need something different. I had a liner that I did bring. But of course, I lost it. This is not my day. Okay, so now we got that on, and I did use the number 820. Okay, so I like that. I don't know, I like all of them. I thought about just take a little bit of the number 824. Okay, so I used two different ones just to add a little bit extra in the center of my lips, because once this dries down, it's on for a day. And I love this lipstick. I am so glad they came out with more shades and a different smell, but it does smell kind of like macarons. So I really like it because I've got like all kinds of the chocolate ones. So what I can't wait to do is, I've already got like bronzer and stuff on, but I can't wait to put some blush on. So since I ain't got to try my new one that I got my Boxy Charms, I'm just going to mix these two together. I don't want to wet it for this because it's new, and if I wet it, it probably won't be no good. Ooh, whoa. I didn't expect that. I still have to scrape that off. It's almost dried. Okay, I'm just going to blend that out. Guess I'm just not used to such a heavy hand. Okay. But since I blended this out, I'm going to do the same over here. I went like really heavy over here. But that's the thing about blush. If you go too heavy, you can always put a little powder on your powder brush and just fix it. Now, personally, like I said, I like to have one for a highlighter, but I am just going to use the tip of this one and go in with my highlighter. I still have to get that off. I'll get that in a minute. Because, see, it's so easy to use a beauty blender or any kind of sponge to add your highlighter, and I think it really looks better when you do. And you can, when it's wet, it'll just, if you want to pop it out, it looks really good. But this being a new palette, I really don't want to mess it up yet. And then a little bit here, a little bit here. So, I like it. A little setting spray. Now, sometimes I like to put my highlighter on right after I do my setting spray. This is that one we got in BoxyCharm this month. The Aqua Illuminating Viso by Skin & Company. Skin & Co. I don't know how I'm going to like it yet. Hopefully I do. It's the smell. I'm not crazy about the smell, but I don't know. It's supposed to illuminate your face, make your face look highlighted, or like it's illuminated, like it's not like really dry. I don't know. I like it. What do I feel like my makeup is missing today? It's probably some highlight under the brows. I'll do that later, and I'll probably add some color to my eyes later. I don't know. I kind of think sometimes I like to put colors down in here. I didn't do it today, but I'm not really going to do anything today. Just got on here to chit chat with you guys and just use my new makeup and show you what's new. And I think this thing right here, I think it's around $8, 7 something. It's a really good price. It's one of their newer palettes, and I really did like it. I love the colors. I think this is great for summer, and even going into the fall, these colors are like good fall colors too, because red, gold, and it's like 2 dark colors back here would be great to transition into fall too. So you got you some summer and some fall colors there, so all in one. But I guess that is it, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you liked my little story. Just thank God that I didn't go to jail. Thank God they was watching me. I'm glad they did watch me the whole time, because if not, I could have went to jail. But since they knew what really happened, I didn't have to go. But accidents do happen, and there's a lot of people that actually has anxiety when they're out in public. A lot of people has panic attacks, and it could really just happen to anybody. But I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.